John McCaig, JesusChristTrust.net. The church, the only true church, sadly. See, they're all, fallen angels or unfallen or whatever, but every church, they get it at the jump, right at the start of the timeline. So, yeah, I've started the first church. We will be getting a church building at some point for free. Anyway, in God we trust, right? The United States government. Okay, so let's go over this. In God we trust, right? That's on your dollars. Um, every currency is tied to the dollar, right? You've heard that. Okay. So what is the dollar a part of? The In God we trust is right on there. Can't use the word bank or trust in any marketing, in any name, unless it's a bank or trust. That is the rules at every Secretary of State of the 50 states. So that's the way it has to be. Okay? So when you see the In God we trust, you know it's a trust. I took the information out. Hey, that slave programming we had as children said Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So I was like, well, let me look up the In God We Trust there. And guess what? It's in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, just as they said. It has a forward slash, which means DBA, doing business as, which means you can have two names for the same business and operate the same business with two separate, completely different names. The other name being USA. And when you have a business that is incorporated and the name is Inc., part of the rules of that is you don't have to use the word incorporated. It's not Walmart Incorporated. It's just Walmart. You follow? So they use USA. You get it? And you go, we trust USA. It's really that simple. That's what it is. So who's we, right? Who's their God? We. Well, they have a hive mind, and they're ruled by the god of this world, the devil at the North Pole, right? Santa, Satan, and the evils. Um, that's their god. That's the warden of this prison. But it's not the creator of this prison, right? It's the warden. It's imprisoned in here with us. It didn't create the prison. It's just given dominion over our prison area, right? Nowhere else. And who? Why? To train us. Jesus, like, you'll need some training. I'll use the devil to do that. And so, God the Father is the one that it has the power of creation, right? And is making this creation and making the devil in here and giving it its script and its programming and what it's supposed to do and not do and da 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 da. But it's pretty clever because a W, E, M, and 3 are all the same symbol, aren't they? If they're capitalized, right? They're all the same symbol. And so the main basic name of the devil is a 6 or a 9, which is the same symbol too. It's a hook, like the fisher of men, Jesus, but the fisher of men down here is the devil. Anyway, so it's a joke on Jesus. Always something in there. And also, it's the end of time, right? 33. Spin a W and an E, and what do you get? 33. 33, the last year in the timeline. You get it? And so they have a hive mind. Their thoughts come from the devil. They know that. They get their orders. They do. Just like bees in a hive, never talk to the queen, and all they do all day long is their job. And so, and they accept that and know that's their reality. They know that for a fact, as a bee knows it's a bee. That's it. A porpoise knows it's a porpoise. A parrot knows it's a parrot. Of course, why would it think it's something else? It's not. You think it's a human because it looks like one, and so you expect it to act like one, but it's not. You see? And so they have a hive mind, and so they're like, "Oh, our God is we." 33, we get that, but it doesn't. It's like that's the name, that's our purpose. 33, the time loop or the backdrop. You know what I mean? So it's really sublime naming. It's godlike naming. This script is it doesn't make any sense at the edges. I get that, but it's its cleverness is beyond your and my ability to create a um, cage such as this. You see, obviously, this is a god level game and cage to get out of. It's not a human built cage. This is just too clever. A human. I've never met a clever human who could figure this out. No, they're all following the script. It didn't invent none of it. Not one little tiny little morsel of it. Nothing. Actors following a script. Not clever, not creative in any way, shape, or form. You have the possibility of creativity. They absolutely do not. They never will. Every song they sung come to them. Every you know anything they do, they didn't think about. You see, that's what you're up against. In God we trust. The devil runs every soul until you sign a new trust and have countervailing document. Get them from Liberty Gate Academy or click through on JesusChristTrust.net and it brings you, to that. McCaig Mastery Trust. If you don't get out of it, you're going to stay in this. Okay, so I can only help with what I can help with. I mean, it's so affordable. It's a joke. All this information and it works. So I can't act for you. Your karma is your own. I make this affordable. I make it so anyone can do it. I'm here to help. I keep a website open, a team together. That's all the money pays for in marketing. What? I'm sitting here in Florida at a mobile home. It's just fine with me. I don't want anything. I'm near the beach, but I pour everything I have back into reaching more souls. Period. Period. What else is there? I got to kneel at Jesus' feet at this, who I've already met, and he gave me a job. You think I can go back there and be like, well, it's kind of busy. I have some fun. No way. 7 days a week, baby. 7 days. I never take a day off. No, what, day off? A vacation? I'm like, what are they going to do in that amount of time? No way. Never. Never. Coming for you. Coming for your kingdom, devil. And I'm going to lay it all at the feet of Jesus Christ. I don't want any of it. Keep it until I take it. Oh, thank you. That's his. Yeah, it's not yours. Okay. And the human race is over. I won. But so can you. 7,000 can win this race. It is a race. It's a race against each other. I made it first. I hit the tape first. But it's like, everybody that passes that line wins. Everyone. Doesn't matter which place you come in. It just matters you do it before the timeline. You got to get there. You got to cross the line. Cross the line. I'm like, hey, everybody over here, you can do this. You see, I want you to do it. I'm not like, hey, I won it. You're screwed. No. Oh my God. It's just, being in my position means I get to feel your angst and anguish and anxiety and you name it. It's not good, and I don't want you to experience that. Experience the truth, and then they have no control, and you're like, okay, I got all this thing. I wouldn't think it was like this, but yeah, I'm ready for God. You see, you're not. The world is like, ooh, just don't, like I think some of it rubbed off on me. No, you don't want this place. No, you want Him. You don't want heaven. You're like, get me to heaven. No, Jesus, you, and you alone. That's all I want. At your feet. Now you know what I need. You know what to do with me. You know where my heart is. Don't make me leave you. I'm not gonna do it. Don't make me do it. Don't make He made me do it and come back in this body, and I will do it because I have to do it. But as soon as this one's over, I'm done. So I'm counting. I'm literally counting the days. Literally on my website, counting the days. But in the meantime, every soul I get, I'm just, you know, it's so hard to see you all, and where in the prison that I was imprisoned in. I'm still here, but I know I'm out, and all I can do is help. So if you want some help, you know how to get me. Okay.